Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager Stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is every time producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Swimming in the Deep End, San Jose Sharks 2022-2023 NHL season. Jeff, we are currently one game under 500, but we've got on a bit of a roll after a tough start to the year.
Yeah, really tough start. And I was having a look at our player stats. I don't think we did that at the end of the last stream last time, and it's kind of scary. We got nobody scoring.
Well, we have Thomas Hertl with 24 points and 32 or 32
which
games.
Is on track for what? That's a big, maybe 60 points over the course of the season, and nobody else is even close there.
No, we're not scoring a ton. But again, I think we've kind of picked it up a bit. So I'm a little bit more hopeful. You can see by now, if this is your first time tuning in, we're fairly deep already because it is 2022. So the San Jose Shark roster looks significantly different than, the one that currently has in real life. Yeah, we're just not getting a lot of scoring for some of our guys that we.
No Evander Kane for some reason on this roster.
That's crazy and weird. Other than that was the first move I made. So yeah, we have Ilya Sorokin, and we drafted Jesper Wallstedt in the last draft, or second last draft, I guess, and signed him this year. So he's our backup goalie at 20 years old. Jake Bean, who recently signed with Columbus on a deal, he's in kind of as our sixth defenseman. Mario Ferraro, who has been here. Yeah, Daniel Shaka, we drafted, Golden Knights draft pick. In real life, has 7 points, so he needs to pick it up a little bit, but we're hopeful. Erik Karlsson is healthy now, finally, after having not a great year last year. Hopefully turning that corner. We added Ryan Pollock on free agency after dumping most of our defense.
Yeah, we needed a defensive defenseman. We've got a lot of guys who are talented offensively on D, but
are you sure about that?
Are
you sure about that? Like, looking at our stats, I'm not 100% sure I agree with that.
Well, they should be, put it that way. Merkley is, for some reason, not producing as much as he did in his rookie year. Yeah. Addison, we just called Addison up, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And Carlson started reasonably well. He seems to have tailed off, though.
Sorry, Addison just made it into the lineup. He was kind of sitting around as a seventh defenseman.
One thing I'm wondering about, we've got Matt Nieto on the first line for some reason.
We had that because somebody got injured, I think. And I got to go
maybe swap him and LeBanc up, because LeBanc hasn't scored much at all, but he's sitting on the third line right now.
Timo Meier got hurt. I think that's
Meier is gone for a month or so. What was it? Herniated disc in his neck.
Yes, so we brought in Anze Kopitar as well to help last year, and we're only paying half his contract, so he's fit in kind of nice. We drafted some other guys like Zach Dean. We signed Jake DeBrusk as a free agent. You know what? He's doing okay. 16 points his first season. Eric Holla, who came in a couple of years ago, has done all right, but he's on his way out. In fact, I'm going to put him on the trade block right now.
Yep. I was looking at the trade block. There are a couple of guys out there that might help with the scoring problem a little bit. The one we could get relatively cheaply is Evgeny Dadonov out of Ottawa.
I don't know that I want him. Okay, Kaloran 2 is on 1 year left, but I don't think we're re-signing him.
Yanni Gourde, who apparently is going to be the big scorer for Seattle next year, is available too from Tampa. Although his scoring has dropped off quite a bit.
Okay, I'm like, wait, why is DeBrusk only got 1 year left, but we signed him to another year? Did we trade for him?
Yeah,
we did, right. We traded, David Ferentz, okay. Memories. All right.
I don't think the Bruins are going to re-sign him, and we managed to.
All right, let's put Matt Nieto on the trade block too, because he's not doing much. And yeah, that looks about right. Oh, did we not? Okay, yeah, we have Sorokin signed again. Eric Hall's on there. Do you want to put Killorn on the trade block? I mean, he's not doing a huge amount.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we'll be getting closer to the trading to maybe get some offers closer to the trading deadline, which is still another 2 months away. So February 24th. So,
just for you, Jeff, I'm going to look at the trade block. So I'm going to go down to transactions and go to trade block.
There's Galchenyuk.
Yeah, I want someone who's going to score, though.
Keep in mind, too, when we look at the trading block a little later, we made that change last year that teams will tend to put players on the trading block as we get closer to the deadline. So the quality is going to go up quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody here who's screaming at me saying we need to trade for them right now. So let's just kind of go here. But before we do that, as per your request, I'm going to come to our lines here. And, okay, we're going to keep Hurdle as the first line center, Kopitar as a second line center, Robbins as the third, and we'll keep Zach Dean on the second line because I do like him kind of trying to move, and Jake DeBrusque on the first line. But let's just kind of let everything else go. LeBlanc moved up to the first line. Nieto went to the second. Killorn went down to the third line. Actually, I kind of don't mind that. What's your thoughts when you see that pop up? I'm just going to redo some times here.
Maybe Killorn on the second line instead, because you got two guys. You want some scoring from the second line. You've got basically Nieto and Kopitar are playing defensively now.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And we'll keep Zach Dean there, see if he keeps improving as rookie. Okay. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. We'll see what happens. All right, so play game versus Vegas here. I forgot to look, and Sorokin's a little bit tired, but ooh, we give up 50 shots, but we win, baby.
If he was a little tired going into that, he's going to be really tired now.
Yeah, Anze Kopitar first score.
Yeah, LeBlanc with first stars there.
Yeah, 1 goal, 1 assist. He's happy to be back on the first line. All right.
So if we can get him going, that'll help with the scoring problem a little bit.
3 guys scored in the shootout for us, so that makes it easy to win. I got to imagine, yeah, giving up 50 shots on net. Not exactly strong defensively there, Jeff, but hey, we do what we can. Mm-hmm. And continue to go. Actually, today, speaking of real NHL, I was staring at the possibility of buying tickets for this upcoming season, but I just couldn't quite pull the trigger.
No? You get another partial one you're looking at?
Yeah, I was looking at an 11-game pack.
Yeah, I'd be hesitant to do it at this point, too, because who knows what's going to happen between now and then. I know your COVID rates are coming down from where they were, aren't they?
They are, yes. But
ours are headed way up, though. So
fourth wave hasn't really got here yet. So
yeah, it's coming. We got it now.
Yeah. So
170, I think, here today.
Not lovely. But yeah, so I just kind of stared at it. The one package I was looking at was kind of nice because it had Seattle in it and a few other things, and I was just like, but I just couldn't bring myself. Now, I might change my mind as soon as we get off stream, too, but I'm not sure. The good news is, Jeff, it is now December 13th, 2022, and we are now absolutely at 500. And we moved all the way up into 4th place in the Pacific for the moment. We are streaming on both twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager and twitch.tv/OOTP developments. Jeff and I are watching both chats, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask as well. Of course, if you're watching this later on the YouTube archive, then, you can just leave a question in the comments there, and we will get to you as soon as we can. And nothing too much. Playing a game versus Buffalo. Okay, I'm curious, what does Buffalo look like in this game now? So Buffalo still has Taylor Hall, still has Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart.
It wasn't. These are the ratings from the way back at the start of the year.
Yes.
When we first released the FHM 7, so they're not anywhere near as bad as they wound up being last season.
Brock Nelson,
sort of the best case for the Sabres.
Morgan Geekie is on that team. Okay, Casey Middlestat. Yeah, Ryan Murray ended up there too. Oh, and Tony DeAngelo for some reason. All right. Oh, they got Peter Mrazek as one of their goaltenders.
DeAngelo signed as a free agent.
Well, I would imagine that's where you'd have to be. Submit out.
Colorado not having a good year. It looks. Oh, that's why McKinnon was out for. Missed. He just came back. He missed the first 30-odd games of the season with neck laceration. Right.
Tristan Robbins, 7th goal. Ryan Merkley scores on the power play. Matt Nieto scores. Anze Kopitar scores. Okay, maybe a little bit of our lineup juggle has kicked something off for us. We are now, for the first time this season, I believe, one game over 500. Which is so very, 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 very impressive. Very happy about that.
And it's a pretty competitive division this year, too. So
it is. The good news
climbing up, I think.
Well, kind of. Not Vegas is kind of way out in the lead, but everybody else is hanging around. We're only 3 points out of second.
We did pass Calgary. We started this. Before we played. You played those couple of games. We were behind them.
Oh, good. Erik Karlsson got hurt. Perfect. Just what we need. He's going to miss 3 days. Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad. And Hayden
Bruised
Fleury's
hand. So
sitting on the bench, so he can just put him.
Jake Bean is almost ready to be recovered, so that's good. So let's take Karlsson out, and we'll just straight up replace him with Fleury for the moment. That's, I think, the first time Karlsson actually got hurt, so that's not bad.
No, he missed a few games last year.
Yeah, well, he missed almost 20.
It was
15, I guess. 66 games he played. I remember that from earlier when we looked.
Shoulder strain last year. Missed the first month or so of the season.
Yes. We have nobody in the top of the stats, which is a little bit disappointing. Jake Bean is almost ready to go, too, so that's good news for us. We're not going to change too much out. We're going to throw Wallstat in for this game versus Dallas. See if he can get a little bit of heat. And he does. He picks up a shutout versus Dallas. All right. Good job, guys. Ferraro with 2 assists. Robin scores and Pollock scores. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's what you like to see. Ryan Merkley.
Yeah, getting a couple of assists from the third line.
Yeah. So we've finally maybe found some scoring balance. Could it be?
Still would like a little, get hurdle going. Do you think we need to look in the, assuming we don't get fired by the off season, but we should maybe be looking at scoring help at forward as a free agents?
Well, we're also letting somebody go, right? Somebody wanted just a stupid contract, and I can't remember who it was.
That was Meyer, I think.
Yeah.
Meyer was at $10 million a year for a couple of years.
At 31.
Meyer? No, he's only 26.
Oh, I thought he was older than that for some reason.
Mm.
My bad. All right, better question. How many draft picks do we have? We have a first, a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So 1 extra 6th round pick. Okay, that's not bad. And, all right, continuing. We might actually have a goalie we can probably trade at some point. Who knows?
Which one?
I don't know. We got 2 guys in the AHL who are kind of moving. We should probably move Hrenek because he won't be able to clear waivers next year.
I don't think anybody would really be that interested in picking him up. I think he's worth keeping around just as a stringer injury fill-in.
Is Jake Bean back? He is, but I don't really want to take him out when we did so well in our last game. All right, we're going to go over this game versus Minnesota, then we can look at rejigging things. Hayden Fleury, you deserve to play and showcase your talents. And unfortunately, we get our butts kicked 6-0. Wow. All right. Ryan Merkley is injured.
So, oh, great.
Just a minor injury.
Spot for Bean.
Serious facial cut for 1 to 2 weeks. Ouch. The good news is we're tied with LA for 3rd. The bad news is they have 3 games in hand. Erik Karlsson claims he's ready to go. Awesome. And we continue. Austin Matthews has 61 points on the year. Does our entire team have 61 points total? That's a good question. Man, the Atlantic's pretty weak. If we were in the Atlantic, we'd be almost in first place. Or battling for first place. 41 points. All right. What are we going to do? Okay, so if Carlson comes back in, that takes Fleury out, but then who's coming out to put Jake Bean back in? I guess that'd be Cale Addison was, I think, the...
Yeah.
So Fleury comes out and is getting replaced with Carlson.
And Addison is waiver exempt, so it might make sense if it once everybody's healthy and back up to 100%, which they almost are once Merkley's back. It may make sense to give Addison some time with the Barracuda.
Bean.
And should probably check in on the Barracuda at some point, just see who's been playing well for them.
All right, we're sending Cale Addison down as per your request. And we'll take a quick look at the Barracuda here. And you can see we're loaded up with a lot of prospects. Okay, before we look, I just want to see how Theo Rocher is doing. He has 6 points in 31 games. Not bad for a 20-year-old.
Not great.
Not great, but not bad. Connor Zary is leading with 27 points in 32 games, which is good because he struggled a lot last year, kind of bouncing around, had no points in 19 games with us.
So we probably want to give him a look at some point before the end of the year.
Pavel Goglev, 26 points in 34 games. Game Blickfeld. Yeah. Ozzy Weisenblatt. There we go. Has 16 points in 25 games. Also had 3 points in 7 games with us. So we got a couple guys we can call up. Anyways, if we do make some trades.
Yeah.
And just checking on some of our other young guys. And yeah, not huge points yet, but what's Theo Rocher playing? Theo Rocher is playing 9 minutes and 51 seconds. So the fact he's only got 6 points isn't that bad.
Yeah, just too much ahead of him right now.
Yeah, all right. Let's just keep going here. Versus Dallas, we pick up another win, 4-1 win. All right, Alex Killorn, 1 goal, 1 assist, number 1 star. LeBlanc, Killorn, Hurdle. Shaka finally gets his first professional NHL goal. Excellent.
Is there an amateur NHL?
Well, he played in the he's playing in the KHL too, so I didn't want to say first professional goal. Darnell Nurse is actually on Dallas. Interesting. So, Jeff, as you have mentioned, you're slowly gathering information. Have you been able to keep up with all the interesting changes and number changes and player movements and
been
all the stuff on the
quiet
database?
The last couple of weeks, at least Canucks wise. You guys made a few signings. I like the Logan Stanley one.
Yep. Still more
Nice,
excited.
cheap. Which one?
I'm still more excited about the trades, but yeah, no, Logan Stanley's a good ad to keep around. There's lots of little good things to like. But I don't know if you saw it today. They announced a bunch of number switches, including Pierre-Luc Dubois switching his number from 13 to 80.
Yeah, from Kivleniks.
Yeah, which is, I think is a really nice thing for him to do.
Yeah.
I don't know, a bunch of little things. I don't mind the Jets signing Riley Nash either.
I don't know. He's getting a little old. I mean, it's not like they gave him a bunch of money, but
no. But they referred to him as
fourth line time
as a black hole. He produces no offense, but gives up no offense. So, like, all right. I think this was a back-to-back versus Nashville. If I clicked on it a little bit too fast. We're going to throw Wallstat in for the first game, and we pick up the win 3-1. And I got to make a quick switch here. Oh, okay. Well, now we got to call. Okay, sorry, going back here. Konechny scored, then Killorn scored. Jake Bean scored. Hooray! Versus Anaheim next. Okay, so Carlson's out, but okay, we have to go back and call up Addison again because we have all sorts of issues.
You got Fleury in the lineup. Oh no,
except for Merkley's got 32% left, so Merkley's coming in.
Not a good idea.
And we're going to put Addison in. We're going to take Carlson out and put in Fleury. So a nice little jump around there for us. Yeah, I don't know. What I was trying to get to before was Marc-Andre Fleury has announced he will play for Chicago. So now I'm very curious to see what Chicago does.
Not really surprised by that, but still, it was a weird move.
Well, they said he was giving some serious consideration to retirement. But
no, not like they paid anything for him.
Nope. And all right, we pick up a 4-0 shutout versus Anaheim. Love it. Robin scores, Gregor scores, Donato scores, Killorn scores.
And the Ducks with Tuukka Rask in goal.
Interestingly enough.
Still playing at this point.
And we just cost Dallas Eakins. They fired him. They're just like, nope, you lost to San Jose. Goodbye. Mark Morrison has been named head coach. Interesting. And okay, so that should be okay. I'm going to put Merkley back into the lineup because I think he'll be healthy enough. After this should be the holiday break right now, so he'll get a few days to catch up and recuperate. Sorokin has moved it into the number 7 for wins. So we finally have somebody as one of the top stats. Hooray!
Helps that we're winning games and we're in that 3-way tie right now. We'll have a few games in hand with Seattle and LA, but we're catching up.
Take what we can get. Day after Christmas, guys are getting waived.
We missed the playoffs last year, and we've only made the playoffs, once in this game out of, this is our 4th season?
This is our 3rd season, Jeff. Stop trying to make things up.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yes, we made it the first season by complete... No, did we make it the first season? I don't even remember. If we did, it was by complete surprise, and second season we just missed. Yeah, the first season I think we did make it. But I'm sure you
first season we did make it just barely, and last season we didn't. Although we didn't really have, we basically had the same amount of points in both seasons.
Yes.
Attendance is starting to slide. I just noticed.
Ryan Merkley is close to returning. All right, so he's at 60% for this game. We're still going to leave him in. Game versus Minnesota. Sorokin's in net. Let's do it. And we pick up another one, 7-4. All right. Killorn scores. Donato, Fleury, DeBrusk, Robbins, DeBrusk with the hat trick.
Nice.
Absolutely. And Hertl picks up 3 assists along the way. Jake DeBrusk lights the lamp. Oh, yeah.
No, Robbins played 20 games last year, so he's not eligible for Rookie of the Year, but off to a pretty decent start.
What is the cutoff?
I had to ask. Right.
Asking all the tough questions.
25 games in a season, or... Oh, wait, so maybe he is.
Uh-huh.
Or if he played more than one season, no more than 6 in either one of them, he has to be under 26, so he is technically still a rookie.
Yes.
Which I would know if I just looked at the roster tree and saw the little asterisk beside his name.
Yeah, Zach Dean's playing well for us, too. He's giving us some compliment, but I don't think he's going to get in that talk. Ryan Merkley says he's finally ready to go, but I don't think he's up to 70%, so we're going to give him this game off. Because it is versus Vancouver, so we'll put our backups in. Since Jeff's coded it for us to lose.
Oh, yeah, there's a few guys ahead of them.
And there we go. Oh, look at that. We lost. Thomas Hertl's the only guy who's allowed to score. Oh, I see how it is, Jeff. I see how it is.
Yep.
Replace
Totally
with
did that
Merkley.
this. Let's say in the for Rookie of the Year, though, Dylan Guenther, who the Canucks basically missed out on as part of the trade this year in real life, is leading the league in scoring, or at least was at the start of this. William Eklund, who's in Winnipeg, is doing pretty well.
Okay, remind me,
in Pittsburgh, and
is Gunther the Oil Kings guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember for sure.
Dean and Robbins were. You can take. Actually, let's show people how to do this. How to look up the rookie scoring leaders.
Give me 1 second once it finishes loading. All right, interesting players on waivers. Well, let's just take a quick look at that first. All right, so Sean Dursey, not actually a bad one, and Austin Wagner. Okay, Jeff, tell me what I need to do.
Go to the league menu and stats.
Stats.
And player stats is the one you want.
Hold on. Leaders, player stats. All right.
And then just turn the filter on that.
So
you can see on the left side, there's an only rookies button, but it requires you have to have a league selected, which applies the rookie logic to the selected league, because you need to know what league you're checking for rookies in.
So we're checking.
Filter doesn't apply just to the stats screen.
So we're checking for the Western Hockey League.
If you want to, it's not going to show many players with NHL stats.
All right, so Tristan Robbins has 21 points. Yeah, Gunther's got 29.
No, he's coming up there. He's improved. Yeah, Gunther's probably the one to beat, although his game rating is not terribly impressive. Zach Bolduc in St. Louis playing pretty well. Fairly close race for Rookie of the Year, I'd say.
Yeah, time on ice is about the same. Robbins actually has the same amount of game-winning goals as Gunther, so that's cool.
Oh, Bolduc's putting up all his points on the power play. That's where those are coming from. That 18 points out of 27.
Yeah. 44 penalty minutes for Robbins, though, so that's where you want to see him leading.
Yeah.
We sort by. Oh yes, he's leading the rookies in penalty minutes. So all right, continuing on then. Good to know, Jeff. Somebody just learned something very new from watching this video or stream.
Is that something you, Adam?
Yes, actually it is. I've never done it before. I usually just focus on my own stats. So yes, we've managed to sneak into third for the time being, but we still have other teams got 3 games in hand on us, and Vancouver actually has 4. So they could, with a strong winning streak, go past us. And we're just about ready to sing Old Lang Syne. So Jeff, you can start.
I think I'll pass. We should be getting the end of the year player report too, the survey.
I'm assuming everybody just wants to play for us, right?
I'm guessing we're not going to get mentioned a whole lot.
What? All right, player poll results. Washington. Oh, wait. What happened? Lennon Mccollum, who was one of our draft picks, just got suspended in the OHL. What did you do, Landon?
Hasn't been having a great of a season. Only had 2 goals in his first 22 games.
Okay, we'll take a quick look at his stats, see if there's anything notable going on. Nate McKinnon, best skater. Hardest shot is Dougie Hamilton. Toughest is Ross Johnson. Fastest Connor McDavid. Best role model is Matthew Barzal. Cleanest is Ryan O'Reilly. Controversial.
Oh, I see one you're going to like here.
Is Evander... Damn it, Jeff, I can't even finish reading this. Overrated is Evander Kane with the Washington Capitals, because that's where we traded him. Colton Parenko is most underrated. Smartest is Matt Grzelcyk. Toughest goalie to beat is Tuukka Rask. Coach you most like to play for is Bruce Cassidy. All right, so let's take a quick look at Lennon Mccollum. Well, Sudbury's not very good either, Jeff. Just taking a look there. They're 11, 18, and 3, so that's not helping him put up many stats.
No, I mean, he's not helping them either.
Yeah, he was our 2nd-round pick. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's not current role. McCollum is a fourth liner in his current league. What? Taking a look at Sudbury. Lines. No, he's playing second line center. It's a pretty up and down team, yeah. All right. Continuing on here. You sure you don't want to sing Old Lang Syne?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, just remember that every time we flip over. Are you saving that for your WHA stream? I'm sure that would bring a lot of people out.
Do we have any contracts left?
We signed a bunch, and so I don't know if there's anyone there left we really needed to sign.
I just looked to see what Eric Hall was asking. Take a guess. Wild guess. He's making $2.2 million this year and not getting a lot of playing time.
5.6.
5.1.
That was close.
Yeah, good luck getting that, buddy.
Which is why he's on the trade block. Okay, McCollum only got suspended for like a game or two. Development report. This is what we want to look at. Riley Kidney goes up by 2. Alex Young goes up a little bit, but he's not going to be anything for us. He's only 1.5 star potential. Alexander Shomolsky. Wow, he didn't even get a job, huh? Over here. He went overseas.
Yeah, no, he wound up.
James.
We let him go as a free agent, and he signed in the Swiss League with, I think that's Davos.
How did we get James Swan? I don't even remember drafting the guy with that name. He was our 5th round pick last year. I did not remember that. Okay, cool. Denton Mahaichuk. Yeah, well, he's having a good year. At least 33 points in 33 games. Maybe he'll actually turn out better than his 2-star rating. Timur Ibrahim.
Any of our guys on the World Junior should be on right now. Any of our guys on the Canadian team?
I will take a look. Well, I'll take a look here. Liam Armsby, 37 points in 28 games. Nice. Good job, Liam.
Yeah, that's the one I'd be looking to.
Jack Meteor has 25 points in 31 games. Nice. Okay, so we got some more defensive guys coming. Liam Ogren, 26 points in 28 games. Game. Yes, well, it's not telling me that right now. Pavel Gogolev, Robin Salo, Ozzy Weisenblatt. Cale Addison keeps Daniel Shaka's. Is he at 2.5 in the game as you are at?
At the start of this, yeah, he was at 2.5.
All right, so he keeps going up, which is always good.
At least to see Donato's still improving.
Yeah. All right, Maple Leafs center. Jacob Markstrom takes that. Okay. So I want to go to World Select Tournament, and I want to go down to World Junior Championship. And we can see Canada's 3-0. So let's take a quick look at Canada here. Carson Lambos is on the team, but he got hurt. Bruised thigh day to day.
Yeah, Bedard is probably the big guy. Oh, no, actually, no, Shane Wright is up to 3 stars.
Yes, Liam Arnsby is on that team.
Yeah, he did make it. Although I can't imagine he's getting a lot of time at center with all those other guys in the middle.
Did we draft Francisco Pinelli, too, in this game?
That was a different game, no? He's...
Colorado,
who it
yeah.
is, but it's not with us, yeah.
Colorado, yeah. All right. So, not bad. We'll check the Swedish team now.
And Ogren should be on there.
And yes, he is. He's a little bit sad, apparently. I don't think we really have anybody else. I don't think we have any Americans, but we'll take a quick look at the team. Fairly young team from the Americans. A lot of 18-year-olds and even a 17-year-old. Dylan Duke.
2 17-year-olds, Sachin too. He was the number one guy in the WHL American draft last year, I think.
One of these goalies is not like the other. One of these goalies just does not belong.
Practice goalie, I guess. He's having an okay season in the OHL.
Yeah. But I mean, Braden Holt, half-star talent, one-star potential. Granted, he is E-rated. Why is he E-rated in the WHL?
Probably because he's playing a little bit. I'm not sure why we're not picking him up.
Take a quick look at our scouting then. Everything's blue. Still everything blue. Should we add somebody else in that area to see if that helps?
No, it's not. That won't improve it any. Just leave it. It should get around to him.
I guess we'll find out. Not like we're going to draft him anyways. Oh, right. Everybody's back at 100%. Carlson's not back yet, though, right? No, okay. How did Addison do in his AHL games? He played in one game and didn't do anything. Okay. Good to know. Not messing around with anything else. Sim out this game, and we pick up a win. 5-2 win to start the year. All right. They score first. Brady Shea's on their team. Interesting. Eric Hall scores. Alex Killorn scores. Matt Nieto scores. Kevin LeBlanc scores. Hurdle scores. Yeah, Eric Hall has 2 goals on the year, Jeff, and he wants $5.1 million.
$2.5 million for each of them.
Not a chance. Not a chance. That's why you are on the trade block. And we are tied with LA for second, although, again, they have 3 games in hand. So we will continue to look and monitor and see what happens next. All right. And board confidence update. Hassan Plattner thinks that this season is a great success so far, and the team is in outstanding shape. The performance the last few weeks has confirmed this impression. Your record in the last month is 10-4-0. From a long-term perspective, Hassan Plattner is happy with your work as general manager of the Sharks, and he looks forward to a successful future. Excellent. A lot of guys gaining new nationalities, especially a lot of new Americans, apparently.
Yeah, that'll be mostly guys who are playing in the NHL or minor leagues. Yeah, picking out some Canadians, few. Does anybody doesn't look like there's anybody significant.
No, Gustav Nyquist is about the biggest name.
Yeah.
And
these are they're just getting new nationalities. They'll be in a separate announcement for the ones that change which national team they're going to play for.
Yeah. Oof, boy, that draft sure drops off. Connor Bedard's 5-star, and then at 4 stars, and then the 4th guy goes down to 3 stars. Oh, 3.5.
Yeah, if you're not getting a lottery pick this year, it's
okay. What's up?
Not a great
what's
year
up
to be stockpiling picks, which is what you've done, isn't it?
Pretty much.
No, you've only got the one extra one.
How did this guy sneak into the top 6? Pekka Hatara. Half-star talent, 1.5-star potential.
Yeah, kind of seems questionable. Our scouts apparently don't agree. Well, he's got really. Oh, yeah. Consensus is 3.5 stars. So our scouts don't agree with that at all.
Okay.
Consensus on him is.
There's another one.
NHL.
Adam Persson.
Like middle, like second or third liner, and
3.5.
We're saying he's basically AHL.
Yeah.
No, scouts are earning their money at least. If they're right on those guys.
Just taking a quick look again. Yeah, boy, that's some possible big drops. All right, let's continue on here.
Kind of surprised Shane Wright 3 stars right now who didn't sign with Calgary after they drafted number 1 overall. He's back in the OHL.
They didn't sign him and send him back down, eh?
Nope, no contract at all.
Although, to be fair, Jeff, would you want to play with Calgary?
They were dead last year. Although they won the Cup the year before. And they've kind of bounced back a little bit this year. They're above 500. They're better than they were, at least.
Erik Karlsson is almost ready to play as well, so that's good to see. Excellent. I don't think we're going to get to the trade deadline tonight, but we'll be set up for 2 weeks from now when we come back to this.
Yep.
Which will be 14 days, August 18th, roughly. As we continue here. But the good news is we aren't getting fired, and we are well within the chance of possibly getting to the playoffs. We still need to make some hay, though. The good news is we'll be right in the fight for a wild card, if nothing else. So Erik Karlsson is finally back, but we're not going to rush him in because he's only at 80% anyways, and he's had a few injuries. So we'll put him in after this game. We'll leave Sorokin in net playing versus Carolina. And we pick up the win, 4-1. Polak scores, Shaka scores. All right, good job, Shaka. Donato scores, Kaloran scores. All right, so we're just going to flip these guys. So Fleury's coming out and getting replaced with Karlsson coming in. And Ryan Merkley continues to improve on left defense. Awesome. Interesting player on waivers. Oh, bunch of guys. Mason Appleton. New Seattle Kraken is on waivers with Minnesota. Richard Panik. Jason Dickinson is on waivers. Have the Canucks signed him yet, Jeff? Or oh no, wait, they're doing arbitration, right?
Did he go to arbitration? I'm not sure.
I think the team has signed it. They still have time to make a deal, I think, but kind of like Winnipeg with Pionk and Kopp right now.
Yeah, they did qualify him, so I mean everybody's paying attention to Pettersson right now, so I'm not sure what's happening with Dickinson.
Pettersson has announced he's going to go play in the SHL next year.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I no longer want to play for the Canucks. Okay, that'd be okay. What if that happened? So the Canucks then trade him to Buffalo for Jack Eichel.
I don't think Buffalo would do it. Buffalo seems to be asking crazy prices for Eichel. I think he's going to be back there to start the season.
Oh, did you see his letter from his agents?
No, what now?
Oh, no, it came out last week. Last week, I think, maybe. Yeah, they were like, oh, we were expecting it all to be done by now, and it's stopping his career. And
whatever.
Something else. Well, I mean, if he wants to have the surgery and that, they're not. Okay, Noah Gregoire, we can give up for 23-year-old Jack St. Ivany, who, despite his awesome name, is playing in the ECHL, so rejected. He's only 2.5-star potential. 4th-round draft pick in 2018. All right, game versus Nashville. Finally, our captain, Erik Karlsson, has returned. Does he lead us to victory? He does. 6-0 shutout over Nashville. Awesome. Karlsson, first goal of the game. Boom. Starts it off with a bang. Jake DeBrusk. Zach Dean picks up another goal. Donato. Holla. Hurdle. All right. Love it.
All around pretty much perfect.
dun, dun. All right. Dan Kaiser somehow was still hanging on in the league at 32 years old, playing for Seattle. Legitimately, did he play in the league this past year? Because I could not tell you in real life.
I just did the stats the other day. I don't remember seeing him. Oh yeah, he played for Detroit. Yeah.
Okay.
He missed a lot. He missed most of the previous year, but 47 games, decent year.
Okay. I really couldn't have told you that.
Because nobody really pays any attention to Detroit anymore.
I mean, they're still my second favorite team, but I couldn't tell you half the guys who are on that team right now. Other than Sam Gagner, who apparently still gets an NHL contract, as we talked about last week.
And Darren Helm, who's like 78 years old at this point.
We lose 1-0 to St. Louis with our backup in. Tarasenko gets the only goal, 14. I'll see, there's another guy who's going to get traded at some point. Just taking a quick look at our numbers that we haven't actually looked at. Pollock, 47 offensive. Ryan Merkley, 37 offensive game rating. That's surprising. 3 giveaways. Merkley. Everybody else's numbers are pretty good. But those 2 offensive guys stand out a little bit. All right. Speaking of which, we are going to send down Cal Addison again and try and let him get in a few games. Although we'll probably have another injury just because I did that.
He did get in 1 game last time you sent him down.
I know, before we had to call him back up.
Yeah.
So somebody else will probably get injured just because.
And we do have other defensemen with the Barracuda that, well, no, I guess maybe that's them.
Sorokin has moved up into save percentage as well at 0.926. Nobody can touch Braden Holtby, though, apparently. He's just slaying. 937 save percentage, 215 goals against. So we have moved into second, although LA is tied with us with 2 games in hand, but we have more wins than they do. P-Wog says, evening. Go Wings. Thanks for coming out, P-Wog. And, all right, game versus Pittsburgh here. We're not touching anything. Top goalies in versus Pittsburgh, and we pick up another one, 3-2. All right, love it. Tanev scored for them. Johnny Gaudreau's with Pittsburgh. All right, that's interesting. DeBrusk, Zach Dean, and DeBrusk again score for us.
How do you wind up over there?
I don't know. I'm going to let you look that up while I continue to move us forward and keep us moving.
Oh, wow. They gave him a 7-year contract. That's how. But
Okay.
it's only for $7 million. So
$49
took
million.
length over his salary, I guess.
Wanted to try and chase one last cup with Sidney Crosby. Fair enough. P-Wog, the Wings in this game are doing okay. They're 5 games over 500. Sorokin is now 4th in the league in wins.
And we're 2 points clear in second place. I don't think we're catching Vegas, though.
Probably not.
Vegas, who still has Marc-Andre Fleury in this game.
But we're still going to be in tough holding this spot right now anyways.
Yeah, we got momentum.
We do, but they have 3 games on us. Erik Karlsson got hurt again? Jeez, man, come on. Good thing we didn't let him go. He's got a bruised knee. Well, guess what? He's going to play through it. And we lose 4-3 versus Washington. Hurdle scored. Konechny. Hurdle. I can see why Montreal waived Konechny, because he just has not done a huge amount for us either. Well, then. Game versus Montreal, and then we go to Nashville. Montreal will have a bunch of guys who are not playing next year on the... Oh, Darcy Kumper is their backup. And they pick up... Oh, okay, we lose in overtime. Victor Meat was their leading ice time player for Montreal, which tells you, how old the save is.
But Weber and Price are still hanging on there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Price is having a terrible year, though, and didn't have a good one last year.
Bringing Fleury in for the next game. Well, I was kind of seeing Carey Price in terms of FHM star ratings. Not that those tell you much, but I would say that he'd be about like 1.5 throughout the game, and then when the playoffs come, he's all of a sudden amped up to 5. And you're like, what happened? Timo Meier is ready for practice. So possible
schedule, I think.
Reinforcements.
Get us a little more scoring.
Wallstad's in for this game versus Nashville. And we pick up a win, 4-3. We seem to like beating up Nashville. I'm okay with this. Hurdle, LeBlanc, Konechny, Merkley.
Nashville not having a good year. They're well below 500, I think.
Yes. P-Wog says in a message, and I think he said it to me on Facebook too, on our account, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager, that he's excited because ESPN is picking up the Canadian Football League, Jeff.
Yeah, we're about to get going. I think the first game is tomorrow night.
It is tomorrow, yes. Yep. It is the defending champions.
It'll be fascinating to see because we haven't seen these teams play for basically 2 years now.
Yes. And the stands are going to be mostly full, which is really going to be
for
weird
now.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, they're expecting 30,000 people.
Well, except the stands will be mostly full, except in Toronto and BC, which has nothing to do with COVID restrictions. That's just the way it goes.
BC gets a pretty good fan base. They're just in a 70,000 seat stadium, which looks odd. All right, Ferraro's.
It's a nice stadium to be in. Just we can't really fill it anymore.
And we pick up another 2-1 win over Seattle. That's a big win for us. DeBrusque and Bean score. Okay, taking a quick look here again. So Carlson's up to 87%.
Hayden Fleury, first star.
Nice. And that's why we're taking him out of the lineup. Protecting that asset. Carlson comes in. Actually, he's going to come in. Ferraro's going to come out because he's down to 38%. So Fleury's going to stick it in for the moment. Yeah, if anybody's unfamiliar with the Canadian Football League, Jeff and I did a stream back in FHM 5, Jeff?
I think so.
Where we created the Canadian Football Hockey League, which is archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments.
Showing off what the engine can do with a fictional league and basically set up a league using the same structure as the CFL.
Yes, which 66% of the teams make the playoffs. 9-team league, 16 playoff. Yeah. I don't know. We had fun. I created the jerseys. The jerseys are still up on our forum somewhere. It's good. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers have some of the nicest jerseys in professional sports, not going to lie. Anyone who disagrees with that can fight me. We've taken a 5-point lead for second, but we have 5 games over LA, so we'll see if we hold on to it. Jeff, do you disagree with about Winnipeg? I heard that little snicker.
Such an extraordinarily creative helmet, a big W on the side. Who would think of that?
It's classic. They went back to it for a reason, because the football shooting one didn't make any sense. Lightning shooting.
I mean, there's only so much you could do with bombers and not being offensive.
Well, I mean, it's named after the World War II and all the RAF training that was here, and also a mixture of being named after a beer company because, classic. Timo Meyer's ready to return. Interesting. Actually, Jeff, on that note, maybe we've talked about this before. Maybe we talked about it back then. I don't know. That the Toronto Blue Jays are named after the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta wonder about that.
Nope. There is a distinct line from the Blue Bombers to the Blue Jays, and it's all thanks to Labatt Blue. But yeah, no, it's all very much there. I think it was a Twitter thread somebody did, and I can dig it up and find it. It was a really interesting read. But yes. Anyways, but yeah, their royal blue uniforms are just amazing. That's the only word for it. Sorokin in net, gonna leave him. Let's go. Sim it out, and Sorokin picks up another. Only giving up one goal. Our team is. I hate even saying this, but our team is playing really well right now. Nobody scored in the first, but then Pollock, Donato, Bean, Hurdle, Carlson. We're getting goals from our back end.
And we're getting near the end of this. Just have a look at the.
Perfect. Alex Colon is out 3 weeks. Thanks, Jeff.
Great. Just in time. Well, I mean, we get Meyer back, and somebody's got to fill his role on the injured list. But have a look at the player stats. I'm just curious to see how much they've improved with this win streak.
I'm just going to put Kotkov in right now. If I can find his name. There he is. Let's go into the injured list. Okay, sorry. Oh, Meyer is actually ready to go, so I guess he's coming straight into the lineup then. We'll take Kotkov out.
Is he 100%?
Yeah, he is. Well, he's 80%. Yeah. He'll be 100% by tomorrow. So Meyer jumps right back in. Well, that's handy. Stats. Stats summary. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go to contracts and then go stats summary. So Hurdle is now 46 points at 51 games, 36, 48 for DeBrusque. Carlson's got 33 for 42.
Yeah, Hurdle's definitely come on. And
28 for 46. Kopitar's got 26 and 51. Half game point pace. That's not bad for Kopitar. Donato's got 24 and 51. Oh, Jake
getting more scoring from the bottom end at least.
Yeah, Zach Dean hasn't done much since we looked at him, unfortunately. He's only added 1 point, but that's okay.
22 points. There's 8 points in the last 19 games, so.
Yeah, he only had 1 point since we last looked, but yeah, you know what? Yeah. We have more wider depth of scoring right now, so hopefully that continues.
Yeah. And how are the goalies doing?
Of course you asked that after I already click. We'll take a look. Well, Sorokin, we know, is killing it. He's in the league lead stats. Wallstat was doing pretty good too. Like Sorokin's 238, 925, and 22 wins. Which means Wallstat has 7 wins. Wow, that was quite the squeak. Goalie stats. Yes, let's bring it up here. Okay, so Wallstat has played 899 minutes, is 7 and 8. Oh, really? He's 1 game under 500. Okay. Whereas Sorokin's 22 and 12, 41, 273, 293. Apparently Sorokin's standing on his head at 19.88 goals goals saved above average. So he's killing it for us. 3 shutouts and 2 shutouts apiece. Interesting stat lines. Okay, so we're going to try and get Wallstat over 500 here. We'll see what happens, though. And he goes less, down to 4-2. Winnipeg actually has Eric Comrie as their backup, so
Winnipeg's actually having a great year in this one, too.
They are. Continuing on. Yes, if you check by contracts and not by roster, I check by contracts because we just put Killorn on the injured list. So by looking at contracts, you see everyone who's played for the team, including your minor leaguers. If you're wondering why I put us on contracts. And so if someone's injured, it's a good way to see their stats too. So 6-point lead with... Okay. 5-point lead with 3 games over top of everybody else.
Much better than we came into this with.
Yeah. We are definitely in it for a playoff spot, although it looks like, wow. Okay, check out the Central Division there. 67, 63, 62, 48. Just drops off the cliff. Yeah. Well, so we're going to have a shot at finishing second or at least third or at least a wild card, barring something disastrous.
Yeah, we're not going to get past by anybody. Well, the number 4 team in the Central won't, although Colorado seems to be turning it around after McKinnon came back.
Well, they're still 4 games under 500.
They were 9-20 at the start of this, and they've gone 13-6 while we were playing today's game.
So we'll see. But
and they still have to sign McKinnon before the end of the year. He's a UFA at the end of the season.
All right, continuing here. Arizona. Just going to quickly play out this game as well. Sorokin. Come on, Sorokin. Boom. 4-1 win. Ivan
Prosvedov?
Okay. Meyer, Dean. All right, Dean picks up 2 assists and Kopitar grabs a goal. That's what I like to see. Good stats all around. Interesting player on waivers. Josh Hosang.
No.
No, we said interesting game. Interesting. All right, with that, it's been a little bit over an hour, so I guess we're going to kind of start wrapping up here. Because we like to try and, keep it tight so you know exactly how long you have to watch. It's not going to be more or less. There'll be times where we go a little bit over, but we like being that appointment time because we know you're busy and you have other things going on in your life. So with that being said, thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, as well as twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager. You can also reach out to us let me rephrase that. All of our videos are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. We can also find a link to our official Discord channel, which is in our Twitter bio. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com, and click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums, where you can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager 7, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, Out of the Park Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything there. We'll be back next week with the WHA continuation or resurrection, whatever you want to call it, the Cincinnati Stingers. We're doing pretty well in that, so may finally take a run to the championship there because we've had some of the better players in the league left as free agents to the offseason, which opened things up for us a bit.
Yes. And we picked up 2 back-to-back wins as I continue to do the outro here. So at the end of January, we're up to 32, 21, and 2 for 66 points, which is awesome to say the least. So yeah, Jeff, it's the rebirth of the WHA. I think is the best way to say it.
Rebirth. There we
Yes.
go. Okay.
It just never stopped. It just keeps going. So thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.